Welcome back to the Comic Book Savant YouTube channel. I'm your host, James Harris. In this episode, we're going to be doing a new edition of recommended reads for Comixology Unlimited for May 2019. This episode might be a little bit shorter than previous ones I've done. I only have 4 selections this time. They've done really well in the past few months that they've really overloaded us with a lot of content. But this month, my list of recommended books are books that I'm actually personally interested in, because there was a lot of different stuff that I haven't been exposed to, or different books that I haven't had a chance to read myself. So let me just jump right into it with the first selection I have on the list of a book that I can actually personally recommend, that I've read numerous times. One of my favorite comic book stories of all time. The first graphic novel I actually ever purchased, and that is Kingdom Come, available on Comixology Unlimited for you to check out. The 20th anniversary edition, deluxe edition of Kingdom Come. This is a phenomenal story if you've never had a chance to read it. This is written by Mark Waid. The artwork is done by Alex Ross. That is beautifully painted, photorealistic. This is a all-time classic story. Also, I definitely will be checking it out just to go through the special features on it. Next book this is a funny story when it comes to this book. It's called Pride of Baghdad. It was released back in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. It was written by Michael K. Vaughan, and it was a DC Vertigo story. And I actually bought this because I was a big Brian K. Vaughan fan, and I bought the book. I guess something about the cover struck them. They're like, "Do you mind if I read it?" And, I'm always open to let anyone that's interested in comics, if they ask me to read them. So I would just say, yeah, sure, go ahead and read it. And they would burn through it relatively quickly, and they all just gushed and raved about it. So again, I look forward to finally getting a chance to read this story that has eluded me for all these years. So I'm definitely looking forward to Pride of Baghdad. Next on the list, we have Snowblind. This was released in 2015. This is a Boom Studio book written by Ollie Masters and Tyler Jenkins. I'm big into change of pace. I read so much and review so much straight up superhero stuff. I like to expand and read things off the beaten path. I like detective stories, like murder mysteries, things of that nature. I was just seeing the cover and I was reading the description of the book, and it really caught my attention on something that I would like to check out. It's a mystery story. Artwork seems striking. So this is something I haven't read, but it was one of the things that was offered that really caught my attention this month. And last but not least is Big's Land Volume 1. This was released back in 2016. Dark Horse Comics, written by Brian Wood. I'm a big fan of Brian Wood. I used to read a lot of his work over on DC Vertigo many years ago. He did, if I remember, the book was DMZ. I really enjoyed that. I read multiple volumes of that book. So it's cool to see that he did some other work. I'm not familiar with this, but again, another kind of mystery off the beaten path. It's a writer that I'm familiar with and I liked. So again, and it's another volume that's available this month. So I figured I would try the first one out, and then if I enjoy it, I already know the second one's available on the service, and I can pick it up and go forward from there. Which is the best advantage about Comixology Unlimited. You can try things out at no additional cost. Once you're subscribed to the service, you get these editions added on every month, and then you can just try different books you normally wouldn't be able to try, or maybe couldn't afford to try at a particular time with the prices. So it's cool that they're constantly adding to their library month in, month out for you to try a lot of different books. And they have some other additions. They had some kid stuff like DuckTales. I saw that was available. They had 3 volumes of that. I might check that out. My wife is a big fan of the new cartoon, and I grew up on the old cartoon. So just for fun, I'll probably check those volumes out as well. But these are the 4 books that really caught my attention and thought they might be worthwhile checking out, and recommending to you guys as well for you to check out on the service this month. But again, my number 1 pick, top draft pick for this month is King Kingdom Come. Again, the 20th anniversary deluxe edition is available, and it's worth checking out. And if you've never read the story, you're in for a big treat. It's just a huge epic story. But that's all I have for you guys for this episode of the Comixology Unlimited Recommended Reads. Again, I do these every month. As soon as they update the site with what books are available that they're adding to the Comics Unlimited Library, I try to get these out as quickly as possible to get these out to you guys. So if you enjoy the content and you like the channel, definitely haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Also, leave comments and feedback down below in the comment section. That's what it's there for. I go based on your, the feedback I get from you guys and the recommendations. So like if it's anything that you want me to cover in a future episode of Recommended Reads, I don't just do the Comixology ones. I do ones related to different characters and topics as they come up as movies are released. And then I just do some freeform ones as well. So if you have a particular request or recommendation of a hero or team, or even like, do you want me to do recommended reads on a particular publisher, I'm totally open to it. Just let me know down below. Also, make sure you smash that like button, share the video if you know anyone that might like to see this. If you have a moment, check out the links down below. I'll have links to my audio podcast. I do an audio podcast that I've done for 13 years. So I don't just do this content on YouTube. I have episodes listed here on the channel, but I have literally over 400, as to date, 420 some odd episodes. So I have about a year and a half worth of episodes listed here, and it's a playlist that I'll have listed right here for you guys, so you can go to that playlist and check out some of the audio podcasts. But then I'll have links below to the website as well, so you can check out all the content that I do, not just the YouTube content, but the podcast as well. But that's all I have for you guys for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until the next video, you guys take care and you have a good week. See you soon.